In 1 Timothy chapter 3, Paul outlines the qualifications for church overseers, also called bishops or elders. He emphasizes that an overseer must be above reproach, faithful to his spouse, temperate, sober-minded, of good behavior, and able to teach. These requirements ensure that leaders exemplify Christ-like character and integrity, setting a godly standard for the congregation. Paul continues by noting that overseers should not be given to wine, violent, or greedy for dishonest gain, but rather gentle, peaceable, and disciplined. They must manage their own households well, keeping their children obedient, for a leader who cannot govern his own family is not fit to care for God's church. This emphasizes the connection between personal life and public ministry. He then describes the qualifications for deacons, who are to be reverent, not double-tongued, not addicted to much wine, not greedy, and to hold the mystery of the faith with a clear conscience. Deacons are entrusted with practical service and the welfare of the congregation, reflecting integrity and devotion in their duties. Finally, Paul reminds the believers that those who serve well, whether as overseers or deacons, obtain a good standing and great boldness in the faith in Christ Jesus. He underscores that leadership in the church requires moral character, spiritual maturity, and faithful service, highlighting the importance of godly example and reliability in guiding God's people. Let's now read 1 Timothy chapter 3. This is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy of filthy lucre, but patient, not a brawler, not covetous. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Moreover he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. Likewise must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy of filthy lucre. Holding the mystery of the faith in a pure conscience. And let these also first be proved, then let them use the office of a deacon, being found blameless. Even so must their wives be grave, not slanderers, sober, faithful in all things. Let the deacons be the husbands of one wife, ruling their children and their own houses well. For they that have used the office of a deacon well purchase to themselves a good degree, and great boldness in the faith which is in Christ Jesus. These things write I unto thee, hoping to come unto thee shortly. But if I tarry long, that thou mayest know how thou oughtest to behave thyself in the house of God, which is the church of the living God, the pillar and ground of the truth. And without controversy great is the mystery of godliness. God was manifest in the flesh, justified in the Spirit, seen of angels, preached unto the Gentiles, believed on in the world, received up into glory. This ends our reading of 1 Timothy chapter 3.